Hey there, friend. I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right to stay healthy, but still notice your bones don't feel as strong as they used to? Maybe you walk daily, take calcium supplements, and avoid risky activities, but you're still worried about fractures or stiffness. Well, I've got something important to share with you today. You see, walking is fantastic. It's one of the best ways to stay active as we age. But here's the truth. Walking alone isn't enough to build strong, resilient bones. And if you're relying on it as your only form of exercise, you might be missing out on two key moves that can make all the difference. Let me tell you a quick story. My neighbor Martha, who's 72, used to walk 30 minutes a day, rain or shine. She thought that was all she needed. But during a routine checkup, her doctor told her bone density was declining. She didn't understand, she said. "I'm active every day." Her doctor explained that while walking helps maintain bone health, it doesn't provide the resistance needed to build strength. When she added two specific exercises, her next scan showed real improvement. It wasn't just about moving, it was about how I moved, she told me. That's exactly what this video is about. We'll go over two simple, science-backed moves you can add to your routine to protect your bones, reduce fall risk, and keep your independence longer. These aren't intense workouts or complicated routines. They're gentle, effective exercises you can do at home or in a community center. Let's dive in. The first move, and this one might surprise you, is resistance training. Now, I know what you might be thinking, lifting weights at my age? But here's the thing, you don't need heavy dumbbells or a gym membership. Even light resistance, done consistently, can stimulate bone growth and improve muscle strength, which in turn supports your skeleton. You see, when you walk, your bones experience low-impact movement. But for bone density, your body needs resistance. Think of it like this. Your bones respond to stress. When you apply gentle pressure, like lifting a small weight or using resistance bands, your body gets the signal to lay down more bone tissue. Over time, this helps prevent osteoporosis and keeps your skeleton strong. One man I spoke to, George, used to walk every day but still felt fragile. His doctor suggested adding resistance exercises. He started with simple seated leg lifts using a resistance band and wall push-ups. Within weeks, he said his balance improved and he didn't feel as shaky climbing stairs. He didn't realize his bones needed more than walking, he told me. So what can you do? Start with these two ideas. Resistance bands. Loop them around your legs and do seated leg lifts or standing squats. They're affordable, portable, and easy to use at home. Or body weight exercises. Wall push-ups, modified squats, and calf raises. These use your own body's weight to create the stress bones need to stay strong. And here's a tip. Do these exercises 2 to 3 times a week for best results. You don't need hours in a gym. Just 10 to 15 minutes a few days a week can make a world of difference. Now, moving on to the second move, and this one ties back to what we've already covered. Balance and posture work. Yes, balance. You might think of it as a way to avoid falls, and that's true. But here's what many seniors overlook. Good posture and stability actually reduce strain on your bones. When your muscles support your joints and spine properly, your bones don't have to work as hard to keep you upright. Let me share a quick example. Ruth, an 80-year-old I met at a wellness fair, used to walk daily but still struggled with lower back pain. She joined a Tai Chi class on a friend's recommendation and was amazed by the change. She said it wasn't about strength, it was about how I held myself. My posture improved, and so did my confidence. So how can you start? Try Tai Chi or gentle yoga to improve balance and coordination, wall angels to realign your spine and engage core muscles, and single leg stance. Hold onto a chair and lift one foot off the ground. Start with 10 seconds and build from there. And here's a bonus. Better posture improves breathing, reduces back pain, and even makes walking feel easier. That's the power of combining movement with mindful alignment. Now, before we continue, let me quickly recap what we've covered so far. We started by looking at resistance training, explaining how even light stress on bones builds density. Then we discussed balance and posture exercises, showing how they reduce fall risk and support skeletal health. Each of these moves works with walking, not against it. The goal isn't to replace your routine, but to enhance it with movements that truly strengthen your bones. In the next part, we'll explore how to integrate these exercises into your daily life, offer modifications for different fitness levels, and share how to track progress. Because the goal isn't just to prevent fractures, it's to live with strength, stability, and confidence on your own terms. So stick with me, we've got more to cover. All right, friend. In the last part, we talked about resistance training and balance posture work, two essential moves to strengthen bones beyond walking. And I hope you're starting to see how adding these exercises can protect your independence and reduce fall risk. Now, let's dive deeper into how to incorporate these moves into your daily life and how to make them feel natural, not forced, because the goal isn't to overwhelm you. It's to give you tools that fit your lifestyle and keep your bones strong without strain. Let's start with resistance training. As we discussed earlier, this doesn't mean heavy weights or intense gym sessions. Instead, think of it as giving your bones a gentle but effective message to build density. One great way to do this is with resistance bands. These are affordable, portable, and perfect for seniors. Let me share a quick example. Ruth, a 74-year-old I met at a senior center, used to avoid strength training because she thought it was too hard. But once she tried resistance bands, she was hooked. "I do leg lifts while watching TV," she told me. "It's not exercise, it's just something I do now." So how can you start? Try these 3 simple moves. Seated leg lifts. Loop the band around your legs, sit tall, and lift one leg at a time. Do 10 to 12 reps per leg 2 to 3 times a week. Standing squats. Hold the band in front of you, lower into a squat, then stand back up. This targets your hips and thighs, the most vulnerable areas for fractures. And arm curls. Use light dumbbells or water bottles. Sit or stand and curl slowly to build upper body strength, which helps prevent wrist and shoulder injuries if you do fall. And here's a tip. Start with light resistance and gradually increase as you feel stronger. Consistency matters more than intensity. Even 10 minutes a few days a week can make a world of difference. Now, moving on to balance and posture exercises. And this part isn't just about preventing falls. It's about aligning your body so your bones work with you, not against you. Let's break down wall angels, a simple posture exercise that strengthens your core and spine. Stand with your back against a wall, feet 6 inches away. Press your lower back, shoulders, and head to the wall. Then slowly raise your arms into a W and M shape, keeping contact with the wall. One man I spoke to, Frank, used to slouch when walking. After doing wall angels daily, he said his back pain eased and his balance improved. He said, "I didn't realize how much my posture was holding me back." And here's how to make balance work part of your routine. Single leg stands. Hold onto a chair and lift one foot. Start with 10 seconds, then switch sides. Do this 2 to 3 times a day to build ankle and hip stability. Heel to toe walks. Walk in a straight line, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. This improves coordination and trains your body to move with purpose. And chair yoga or tai chi. These low-impact practices enhance flexibility, reduce stiffness, and teach mindful movement. Many community centers offer classes specifically for seniors. Now, before we wrap up in the next part, let's quickly recap what we've covered so far. We started by looking at resistance training, explaining how even light stress on bones builds density and strength. Then we explored balance and posture work, showing how alignment reduces strain and fall risk. Each of these moves complements walking by targeting areas that walking alone doesn't engage. And the best part, they're easy to do at home or in a group setting. In the final part, we'll cover how to track your progress, build consistency, and pair these exercises with nutrition for maximum bone support. Because the goal isn't just to avoid fractures, it's to live with strength, confidence, and freedom for years to come. So stick with me, we're almost there.
All right, friend, we've already covered 2 powerful moves to strengthen your bones beyond walking. resistance training, and balance and posture exercises. And I hope you're starting to see how these simple additions can protect your independence, reduce fall risk, and keep your skeleton strong for years to come. Now let's wrap things up by talking about how to make these habits stick and why nutrition plays a key role in bone health too. Because the truth is, even the best exercises won't work if your body isn't getting the nutrients it needs to support your bones. Let me share a quick story. My friend George, who's 76, used to walk every day but still felt fragile. After adding resistance bands and posture work to his routine, he noticed improvements, but his doctor reminded him that calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium were just as important. He thought my multivitamin was enough, he told me. But once he added more dairy-free calcium sources like leafy greens and fortified oat milk, along with 15 minutes of sunlight for vitamin D, he said he felt even stronger. So what can you do? Pair your new exercises with foods that fuel your bones. Calcium-rich foods like kale, broccoli, chia seeds, and fortified plant-based milks. Vitamin D sources like fatty fish, egg yolks, and short sun exposure. And magnesium, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and avocados to support calcium absorption. And here's a tip. Avoid excessive sodium and processed foods as they can strip calcium from your bones. Now, let's quickly recap everything we've covered so far. We started by looking at resistance training, explaining how light stress on bones builds density. Then, we discussed balance and posture exercises, showing how alignment reduces strain and fall risk. Next, we explored practical routines like seated leg lifts, wall angels, and single leg stands, moves that feel natural and fit into daily life. And finally, we tied it all together with bone-boosting nutrition to support your efforts from the inside out. Each of these ideas works together to create a powerful foundation for strong bones. And the best part? You don't have to do them perfectly. Just start small. Add resistance band exercises twice a week, practice wall angels while watching TV, and swap one snack for calcium-rich options. One woman I spoke to, Ruth, didn't overhaul her life overnight. Instead, she added leg lifts while waiting for her tea to steep and tried Tai Chi during her morning news. Within months, she said her confidence improved and her doctor praised her bone density. It wasn't about doing more, it was about doing the right things consistently. That's exactly how this works. It's not about intensity, it's about intention. If you've been dismissing bone health as just part of getting older, I want to remind you that your body is still capable of adapting. With the right moves and nutrients, you can protect your strength, mobility, and independence, no matter your age. So here's what I encourage you to do. Start with one exercise this week, maybe seated leg lifts or wall angels. Pair it with a nutrient-rich snack, like yogurt with chia seeds or a spinach smoothie. And track your progress by noticing how your balance feels after a few weeks. Because here's the truth, walking is a great start, but it's not the whole story. By adding resistance and posture work and fueling your body with the right foods, you're investing in a future where you stay upright, active, and free to enjoy life on your own terms. If you found this helpful, and I hope you did, I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another tip to help you live your best life after 60. And if you've already added these moves to your routine and noticed a change in how you feel, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Your story might inspire someone else to take that first step toward stronger bones. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and keep making choices that honor your body and your happiness. Until next time, walk strong, move with purpose, and live your best life.